YNE, that's me. Back again with another video, and it hurts me to make another R.I.P. video. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank. Now, Jason David Frank, if y'all know, if y'all grew up in the 90s, y'all remember the green Power Ranger, the white Power Ranger, black, red Power Ranger. He was that guy. He was like the face of the Power Rangers brand. And unfortunately, he had a self-termination issue on November 19th of this year. He was a huge influence in the 90s, man. We grew up watching Power Rangers. Every boy I knew wanted to be a Power Ranger. And the white and the green Ranger, that Megazord, the coldest one out there, man. Rest in peace. So I had the honor of, I didn't get to meet him, but I was working in the same campus because I worked in Comic-Con for a few years, and he was always like right there. And I was working with other celebrities or whatever, so I never got to really meet him. But I've seen him plenty of times, and I've heard nothing but good things about this guy, man. He was super influential to every kid around there. Everybody that grew up on Power Rangers. If you are an adult right now, man, you still want to, Morphin' Time. You still want to do that, bro. It was a huge influence, man, and it got me into martial arts. I started doing Taekwondo, Kenpo, stuff like that. And it was an influence, and I'm pretty sure it was to you. But listen, man, apparently he was going through some mental health struggles, and he was working on it. If y'all follow his social media, he would occasionally post things about him having exercises with his mental health, and he would say, my mental health is good today, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, because obviously, dude, most people in Hollywood, most people in general are going through mental health issues and don't even realize it. Well, maybe they do, but they're not doing anything about it. Mental health is extremely important, and we usually don't take it as serious. Therapy is always looked down upon, especially amongst men and the black community in general. So it's kind of weird that it's mental health. If you work on your physical health, which he was a martial artist, so his physical health was top tier, of course, but you need to also work on your mental health just as much. It's just as important. Okay, so whatever you consume, they say you are what you eat. You eat right to stay in shape, to get that six-pack. Make sure that you're consuming the right audio, keeping the right people around you, keeping positive people, not toxic people around you. Because you are what you eat should probably be called you are what you consume. It's not just what you put in your stomach, it's what you put in your spirit, between your ears, your eyes. Make sure you monitor all that stuff, because what you consume is going to shape the type of person that you are. Man, it's sad, man. Rest in peace again to Jason David Frank. So apparently he had cheated on his wife, and they said that might have triggered, the extra stress from that might have triggered him to go the self-termination route. And I'm going to say this. Yes, if you cheat, if you lie, you do all bad stuff, okay, that's bad. But it's not the end of the world. That may sound crazy to y'all. Oh, he cheated on his wife. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You apologize, you learn from your mistake, and you never do it again. You move on, okay? It's not the end of the world. Society, especially you as a man, if you cheat on a woman, yes, they're going to beat you down day by day by day. Sponsors may start pulling out every day. And he probably was seeing that. People pulling out. When you cheat on your wife, it be people that have cheated on their wife multiple times, done way worse than you, that will give you the cold shoulder. Funny how that works. But I digress. It's not the end of the world. But he was going through a lot of stress from that, and they say they may have that might have triggered it. Allegedly, I've heard he might have lost custody of the kids because of the divorce. Whatever. But you can't let that get to your mental stress. Even you as a man, society is going to beat you down day by day for every mistake you make. Even if you apologize profusely, crying with eyeballs damn near falling out your head, society, social media, they're always going to keep bringing up the mistakes you made. Okay, that's just the unfortunate part of being a dude. Sometimes they do it to women, but mostly, let's be honest, they do it to men more than that, right? But to everybody in general, you need to make sure that you don't let this affect you. You got to work on your mental health. You got to build up barriers to protect yourself. And I think one way you can do it is seeing a therapist. Personally, I took a therapy class through BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com. This video is not sponsored, but go check out BetterHelp.com. Look, for me, it was okay. I tried it out. I did it for about 2 months. it was okay. You might have a better experience. You might have a worse experience. I don't know. Hopefully you get something from it. I got something from it. They left me with a bunch of exercises that I could take with me to help, day by day. I kind of look at these exercises and they've been beneficial. I recommend that to you. You don't have to do BetterHelp. There's plenty of other online therapy classes, and it don't have to be online either. Look, if you go to a university, this is something they might not even tell you. If you go to a university, they usually offer on-campus therapy classes. I think you get like a semester. I don't know. At my university, they offer like 5 free sessions every semester. So if you go to a big time university, they probably have the same thing too. Check on it. Ask your counselors about it. Go to the psychology department and see if they got it. Because it's nothing wrong with being proactive. It's better to be proactive than reactive. When you're going through mental distress, man, you can't keep things together. Why not get the tools to arm yourself to protect from your mental health, from the future if something does go awry? Okay. Go check out some therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you know somebody who's having suicidal thoughts, bro, if you just have a hunch, man, sit down and talk to your boy. I think one thing that we really have a problem with as men, we don't really have honest conversations with our homies. We always want to have a conversation over drinks. And if y'all do weed, y'all want to smoke weed and just give positive affirmations when you're drunk or high or whatever. Have sober conversations with your friends, with your homies. Sit him down. If you have any signs, he's acting weird, whatever, call him up, meet up with him, pick up the phone, call him, man, because sometimes a phone call can save somebody's life. I'm not talking about a text message. Call a brother on the phone and let him hear your voice. Sometimes that can save somebody's life. I'm telling you, the simple things can make a big impact on somebody's life. So try doing that. If you yourself are having self-termination thoughts, contact 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255, or text STRENGTH, STRENGTH, to the crisis text line 741-741. Please, there's a lot of resources out here. Don't be ashamed. Use these resources. They're there for a reason. And I'm praying if you guys are going through something that you get through it, because again, we have a lot of free resources out here. BetterHelp's not free. I'm going to tell you that. It's not free. It ain't cheap either, but it is definitely worth it. Okay. Go check it out. Rest in peace to the Green Power Ranger. Huge influence to everyone who grew up in the 90s. Bro, Power Rangers was that thing, man. It told you to never give up. Keep fighting. And as a team, look at Power Rangers, man. As a team, they could never defeat Lord Zed, Goldar, Rita. They couldn't defeat those people by themselves. They had to come as a team, as a Megazord, work together. You know what I mean? So we have to work together to defeat these big monsters out here, because you can't do it by yourself. Even the Green Power Ranger, he needed help from the other 5 Power Rangers to get his goal. So check it out, man. It's your boy DJ Kane. I'm out. Yee.